In this video clip, we're going to look at layering. Layering's a pretty important tool. It's pretty much how they do all the tricks and the revealers and anything like that you see in those flip charts. It's done through layering. And on a Promethean chart itself, it has three what we would call active layers. As you can look over here on the object browser, you'll see a top layer, middle layer, bottom layer, and I have objects on each one of those layers. And then you have a fourth layer, which is the background, which is non-active. Anything that's put on the background layer is essentially just locked down and it doesn't move or it doesn't have any action. But you have three other layers, top, middle, and bottom, and it kind of acts like a sandwich where you got things, you can move things above and beyond. So as I do this right here, let's slide and put things over layer 2. So layer 1, of course, is on top of layer 2, so as I slide, you'll see it on top. Layer 3 is on the bottom layer, so as I slide it, it will go behind. So that's essentially how layering works, is you're able to put objects, and it can be text, it can be handwritten, it can be objects, it can be images, video clips, anything. You can put them on these three different layers, and because of that, you can slide things over them or pull things out from behind them, and so forth, things like that. As we look at this next step really quick right here, you can change things layers by going to your object browser we talked about on another video, and you can just grab onto that object and move it around. So notice how we have this, it just calls it shape 3. That's the green box that's on the top layer. I can move it all the way to the bottom layer if I want, and I can leave its text that I have grouped with it. I've locked it together with that. If we see how it's grouped, so then I can slide it and watch what happens to the number. It stays on there. So I've just changed layers, so the object, the square, is on the bottom layer, but the numeral number 1 is on the top layer and essentially slides right through there. So that's dealing with layers on that part. You can do the same with this. Watch, if I take the text, the number 3, and I move it behind my shape, it's going to make it hidden, so you won't be able to see it. So there's all sorts of things with that, with layering. It's pretty tricky. But once you get it figured out, you can do a lot of cool things with your flip charts on layering. So just keep that in mind with the layering parts, and it's pretty easy to use. I'm just using the object browser so I can see which layers are where they're at. You can also change layering levels by just simply going up and down with this little tool right here. So I can bring things to the front, bring things to the back, as you can see it moving up on the object browser layer right there. So that's layering.